Hi everybody, and welcome to Cindy Certified Recipes. I'm Cindy, and when my husband was in the military, we moved around a lot. But one of the restaurants that was normally near the bases we were at was Chili's. And one of the favorite things I used to order on the menu was their chicken Monterey. Well, over time, it disappeared from the menu, so I decided to improve upon it at home using top-notch ingredients such as pasture-raised chicken, apple smoked bacon, and a blend of 3 cheeses. And now we like it so much better than Chili's, we don't miss it on the menu any longer. And now I call it chicken pounders. And stick around and find out why. So what I like to do with the chicken, to start the process of getting it flat, is to give it a nice butterfly. So we're just gonna cut it down the side here. Lay it over. Do that to the next one. There we go. What I like to do is just use a Ziploc. You can use a piece of plastic of any kind, but this keeps it nice and clean. And you just start giving them a nice light pound. You want them even. Let's get rid of that knife. There we go. Go on to the next one. Nice and even. And if you don't have one of these, you can also use a heavy pot. You don't have to have a mallet. There we go. And now I'm gonna get my taco seasoning and my garlic powder and my olive oil. And we're gonna get that on there. Rub it in. That's good. Taco seasoning. This is about 2 tablespoons of taco seasoning. And I'm basing this on 2 people, so you can just expand it for how many. I use 1 chicken breast per person. A little garlic powder. This is about a tablespoon of garlic powder. I'm gonna rub that on. There's a little more taco seasoning here. I rubbed too much off. There we go. And we're just gonna let that rest while I cook the bacon. Okay, we're gonna start frying off this wonderful apple smoked bacon. I like to look for a nice lean bacon. And I try to plan 3 or 4 pieces of bacon per piece of chicken. I like thorough bacon coverage, if you know what I mean, on the chicken. I mean, really, can you have too much bacon? You don't want to cook this on the crispy side so that it stays nice when you have all the other toppings on there. I like to cook my bacon nice and slow, so it gets that just right crispiness. Especially this apple smoked bacon, it has a little higher sugar in there, and you don't want it to burn, and it's nice and thick bacon, so cooking it a little slower, definitely better. Another good reason to cook your bacon nice and slow, regardless of the type, is you don't get as much splattering, and therefore you don't have as much cleanup. I'm gonna let that go a few more minutes. Some of these are just about right. That beautiful golden color. Take those out. Someone really does need to invent smell-o-vision. These two need a little more time. Those are good. So we're gonna chop up these green onions. They're really just decoration. So we're just gonna give them a rough chop. I have some escaping over here. There we go. Runaway onions. That's good. We'll put some in the bowl here. More escapees. There we go. Don't eat everyone. And now some tomatoes. Again, just a rough chop because they're really just decoration. Accoutrement. These are plum tomatoes. I like to get these for this dish because they have less pulp inside, more meat. There we go. Now we're gonna grate those cheeses. I found that the aged cheddar and Swiss and Monterey Jack work the best in this. And so we're gonna put those here in my little deedle, get them shredded. Now the Swiss cheese. Now the Monterey. There we go. Now on to grilling that chicken. Okay, we're gonna put this chicken on the grill. It's nice and hot. There we go. And that's going to cook really fast. So we're going to stay here and churn it here in a few minutes. Okay, it's been a couple minutes. We're going to give these a turn. Nice. Couple more minutes and they're done. Okay, they should be about done now. Let's give them a check. And they look done. We're going to take them off. There we go. Okay, so now it's time to put these together. And I'm going to do one with barbecue sauce and one without. And in my opinion, they taste best with just a hint of sauce. You just want it as an accent. That's good. And now we're going to put on that beautiful apple smoked bacon. Whichever way it fits best. And I like maximum coverage of that bacon, so there we go. Then we're going to add on the cheese. A lot of that's gonna melt over the edge, so feel free to pile it on. There we go. And now it's gonna go into the broiler and melt that down. Here we go. All nice and delicious melted. And we're gonna plate up one of these over here. Put a few green onions on there. And a few tomatoes. And we are done. Okay, everybody, time to eat. Get some of that bacon and all that cheese. This is so good. You have to try this. My chicken Monterey is so easy. It makes for a simple weeknight meal or even a crowd pleaser for a special occasion. You can't go wrong with barbecue, bacon, and cheese. Try it and let me know what you think. And remember, if it's time-tested, top-notch ingredients, and the talk of the table, it's Cindy certified.